Today, we honor the memory of someone who made a significant impact in their field and touched many lives. We'll reflect on their achievements, their contributions, and how they'll be remembered. Join us as we take a moment to appreciate the legacy they leave behind. Adam Abeshouse, a Grammy-winning classical music producer, passed away on October 10, 2024, at the age of 63. Known for his remarkable contributions to the classical music world, Abeshouse helped shape the careers of numerous musicians and composers while pushing the boundaries of music production. His profound influence on classical music production has earned him a permanent place in the pantheon of greats in the field, while his nonprofit organization supporting emerging artists continues his legacy of fostering talent. Born in New York City in 1961, Adam Abeshouse grew up with a passion for music that would shape his career and life. After receiving his education in both performance and music production, he started to establish himself as a skilled producer, working with some of the most prominent classical musicians of the time. Throughout his career, Abeshouse collaborated with esteemed orchestras, soloists, and conductors, producing critically acclaimed recordings that often earned him Grammy nominations and awards. His ear for detail and dedication to preserving the authenticity of a live performance set him apart as one of the top producers in the classical music industry. One of Abeshouse's most significant contributions was his work to democratize classical music by making it accessible to a broader audience. He believed in using technology to enhance music's emotional impact without compromising its integrity. In the 1990s, as digital recording techniques advanced, he was one of the early adopters of the new technology in the classical realm, producing albums that maintained the depth and richness of traditional analog recordings while embracing the future. Beyond his career as a producer, Abeshouse was deeply passionate about mentoring the next generation of musicians. In 2008, he founded a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting emerging classical artists. Through grants, scholarships, and recording opportunities, he provided young musicians the chance to develop their careers and share their talents with the world. His impact was not only felt through the music he produced, but also through the doors he opened for countless artists to realize their potential. Adam Abeshouse's passing leaves a significant void in the world of classical music. His tireless advocacy for artists, combined with his production expertise, shaped a generation of musicians. His work will continue to resonate in concert halls, recording studios, and homes around the world, where his influence can be heard in every note of the recordings he produced. Though he is no longer with us, Adam Abeshouse's legacy will endure through the music he helped create and the artists he nurtured. Ethel Kennedy, 1928-2024. Ethel Kennedy, a prominent advocate for social justice and the widow of Robert F. Kennedy, passed away on October 10, 2024, at the age of 96. Throughout her life, Ethel was a driving force behind countless humanitarian causes, becoming a symbol of resilience, courage, and hope in the face of tragedy. Her work with the Robert F. Kennedy Center for Justice and Human Rights, an organization she co-founded, has left an indelible mark on the global fight for human rights. Born on April 11, 1928 in Chicago, Ethel Kennedy grew up in a large and devoutly Catholic family. She married Robert F. Kennedy in 1950, becoming an integral part of the legendary Kennedy family, known for their political influence and commitment to public service. Following the tragic assassination of her husband in 1968, Ethel dedicated her life to continuing his work, focusing on issues of racial equality, poverty, and social justice. Her resilience in the face of personal tragedy became an inspiration to millions. As a tireless advocate for human rights, Ethel worked alongside world leaders, activists, and organizations to advance social causes. Under her leadership, the Robert F. Kennedy Center for Justice and Human Rights became a leading voice in global advocacy, focusing on areas such as workers' rights, women's empowerment, and climate change. Ethel's relentless commitment to these causes earned her numerous accolades, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2009. Despite her advancing age, Ethel remained active in the fight for justice well into her later years. She continued to attend events, support causes, and use her voice to call attention to the issues she cared about most. Her legacy extends beyond her humanitarian work, as she raised 11 children, many of whom followed in her footsteps by pursuing careers in public service. Ethel Kennedy's death marks the end of an era for the Kennedy family, but her legacy of compassion and activism will endure. She demonstrated that even in the face of overwhelming grief, one can find purpose in fighting for justice. Her life was a testament to the power of hope and the belief that each individual can make a difference in the world. John Amos, the iconic American actor whose career spanned more than 5 decades, passed away on August 21, 2024, at the age of 84. Best known for his roles in Good Times, Coming to America, and Die Hard 2, Amos left a lasting legacy in American entertainment. His performances not only entertained millions, but also contributed to the broader cultural conversations about race, family, and identity. Born on December 27, 1939, in Newark, New Jersey, John Amos began his career as an athlete before transitioning into acting. After a brief stint playing professional football, Amos discovered his passion for acting, studying theater, and performing in local productions. His big break came when he was cast as James Evans Sr. on the groundbreaking sitcom Good Times. His portrayal of the hardworking, loving, and sometimes stern father resonated with audiences and became one of the defining roles of his career. Good Times was more than just a sitcom. It was one of the first television shows to portray an African-American family in a realistic and positive light. Amos's performance as James Evans Sr. broke new ground in terms of representation on television, and his character became an enduring symbol of strength and dignity. His departure from the show was controversial, as Amos clashed with producers over the direction of the show, feeling that it had begun to stray from its original message. After Good Times, Amos continued to build an impressive body of work in both film and television. He delivered memorable performances in Roots, playing the role of Kunta Kinte's father, and in the classic Eddie Murphy comedy Coming to America. Amos's range as an actor allowed him to take on diverse roles, from dramatic parts to comedic performances, always leaving a lasting impression. In addition to his work in front of the camera, John Amos was deeply involved in theater and writing, producing and starring in plays that tackled important social issues. He remained an active voice in the entertainment industry, advocating for more authentic and nuanced portrayals of African Americans on screen. John Amos's death marks the loss of a giant in the world of entertainment. His powerful performances and dedication to his craft have left an indelible mark on American culture. He paved the way for future generations of actors, showing that it is possible to combine talent with a commitment to making a difference. His legacy will live on in the films, shows, and memories he leaves behind. James B. Sikking, a renowned American television actor known for his iconic roles in Hill Street Blues and Doogie Howser, Maryland, passed away on October 6, 2024, at the age of 90 after a long battle with dementia. Sikking's career was defined by his ability to portray complex and authoritative characters, often bringing a sense of gravitas to the roles he inhabited. His work on some of the most popular and critically acclaimed television shows of the 1980s and 1990s earned him a special place in the hearts of audiences and critics alike. Born on March 5, 1934, in Los Angeles, California, Sikking grew up with an interest in acting from a young age. He studied drama at UCLA and began his career in theater before making the transition to television. Sikking quickly found success in the burgeoning world of television dramas, taking on guest roles in various shows throughout the 1960s and 1970s. However, it was his portrayal of Lieutenant Howard Hunter on Hill Street Blues that would define his career and make him a household name. Hill Street Blues, a groundbreaking police drama that aired from 1981 to 1987, was known for its gritty realism and multi-dimensional characters. Sikking's portrayal of Lieutenant Hunter, the disciplined and often militaristic leader of the police precinct's SWAT team, resonated with viewers. His character's strict adherence to rules and protocol, combined with moments of unexpected vulnerability, made Lieutenant Hunter one of the most memorable characters on the show. Sikking's performance earned him critical acclaim and several award nominations, solidifying his status as one of television's finest character actors. In the late 1980s, Sikking continued his television success with another iconic role, Dr. David Hauser, the father of the titular character on Doogie Howser, Maryland. The show, which aired from 1989 to 1993, was a lighthearted medical drama about a teenage prodigy who becomes a doctor. Sikking's portrayal of Dr. Hauser, a wise and compassionate father navigating the challenges of raising a genius son, endeared him to a new generation of viewers. His role on Doogie Howser demonstrated his range as an actor, showcasing his ability to balance drama with humor. Beyond his television roles, Sikking also appeared in numerous films, including The Competition and Outland, where he continued to impress audiences with his performances. However, it was his work on television that truly defined his legacy. James B. Sikking's passing marks the end of an era for those who grew up watching his performances. His ability to bring depth and authenticity to his characters made him one of the most respected actors in the industry. Although his battle with dementia in his later years was a difficult one, his contributions to television and film will continue to be celebrated by fans and future generations of actors. Pat Fischer, 1940-2024. Pat Fischer, one of the NFL's most legendary cornerbacks, passed away on October 8, 2024, leaving behind a rich legacy both on and off the field. Known for his tenacity, intelligence, and sheer will to win, Fischer's remarkable 17-year career in professional football made him one of the league's most respected and celebrated defensive players. Born on January 2, 1940, in St. Edward, Nebraska, Fischer's athletic journey began in college, where he played football for the University of Nebraska Cornhuskers. Standing at just 5'9" and weighing around 170 pounds, Fischer was considered undersized for a professional football player, especially for the physically demanding position of cornerback. However, he defied expectations with his relentless work ethic and determination. His exceptional ability to read plays and outthink opponents on the field set him apart, and he soon became a standout player. Fischer began his NFL career in 1961 with the St. Louis Cardinals, where he quickly established himself as a key defensive player. His smaller stature didn't hold him back. Instead, it fueled his reputation as one of the hardest-hitting and toughest players in the league. Known for his fearless playing style, Fischer was able to lock down some of the NFL's best receivers, using his sharp instincts to break up passes and make crucial interceptions. Over the course of his career, Fischer intercepted an impressive 56 passes, ranking him among the all-time leaders in NFL history. In 1968, Fischer joined the Washington Redskins, where his career truly flourished. He became a cornerstone of their defense and earned 3 Pro Bowl selections. Playing under coach George Allen, Fischer was part of the famed Over the Hill Gang, a group of veteran players who brought experience and tenacity to the Redskins. Fischer's defensive skills helped the Redskins reach Super Bowl VII in 1972, marking one of the high points of his career, even though they fell short against the Miami Dolphins. Off the field, Fischer was known for his leadership, mentoring younger players, and contributing to the game beyond his playing days. After retiring in 1977, he remained active in the sport, transitioning into coaching and working as a consultant. His insight into the game was highly sought after, and he continued to shape the sport for years to come. Pat Fischer's influence on the NFL extends beyond his physical abilities. He was one of the few players who proved that heart, determination, and intelligence could make up for a lack of size. Fischer was a symbol of perseverance, showing that even against the odds, one can achieve greatness through hard work and dedication. His legacy as one of the NFL's all-time great cornerbacks is cemented, and he will be remembered for his contributions to the game of football for generations to come. Johnny Neel, a talented musician best known for his work with the Allman Brothers Band, passed away on October 6, 2024. Neel's musical career, spanning several decades, was marked by his unique ability to blend rock, blues, and country music, making him a beloved figure in the world of Southern rock. As a songwriter, singer, and keyboardist, Neel's contributions to the genre helped shape the sound of modern Southern rock and left an indelible mark on American music. Born on June 11, 1954, in Wilmington, Delaware, Neel displayed a passion for music from an early age. By the time he was 12 years old, he was already performing professionally, showcasing his extraordinary talent on the piano, organ, and harmonica. Neel's early influences ranged from blues legends like B.B. King and Ray Charles to rock pioneers such as Jerry Lee Lewis. These influences would later shape his signature sound, a soulful mix of bluesy rock and country-tinged melodies. In the 1980s, Neel's career took a major turn when he became a member of the Allman Brothers Band, one of the most iconic Southern rock groups of all time. His skills as a keyboardist, particularly on the Hammond B3 organ, added depth and richness to the band's live performances. During his time with the Allman Brothers, Neel also contributed to their acclaimed 1990 album Seven Turns, co-writing several songs, including the hit Good Clean Fun. His tenure with the band brought him recognition not only as a musician, but as a gifted songwriter. Beyond his work with the Allman Brothers, Neel's solo career flourished. He released several solo albums, including Late Night Breakfast and Every Kind of Blues. But What You Gonna Do, showcasing his versatility as an artist. His solo projects allowed him to explore a wider range of genres, from funky jams to soulful ballads, earning him a dedicated following of fans who appreciated his authentic, roots-driven sound. Throughout his career, Neel collaborated with a wide range of artists, from blues legends like Govett Mule and Dickie Betts to rock musicians such as Montgomery Gentry and Michael McDonald. His ability to cross musical boundaries and collaborate with artists from different genres highlighted his versatility and deep understanding of music. Neel's soulful voice, powerful keyboard playing, and remarkable songwriting made him a highly sought-after musician in the industry. Despite facing health challenges later in life, Neel continued to perform and create music until his passing. His dedication to his craft was evident in every performance, and his passion for music never waned. He remained a beloved figure in the music community, with many admiring his humility and generous spirit. Johnny Neel's passing is a profound loss to the world of music. His contributions to Southern rock, blues, and country will be remembered for years to come, and his unique ability to fuse these genres has left a lasting impact on the sound of American music. As a member of the Allman Brothers Band and a solo artist, Neel's influence on the music world cannot be overstated, and his legacy will continue to inspire future generations of musicians. Thank you for joining us as we remember a life that made a difference. If you'd like to hear more about others who shaped the world in their own way, feel free to subscribe and stay with us for more tributes.